Okay, now that we've learned all those cool facts about penguins, it's time to learn how to draw a penguin today. So here is the penguin that we are going to be drawing today. And as you can see, he is a cute little penguin. And we are going to learn how to draw him step by step. So get your pencils and make sure your paper is going tall today. Remember, long goes this way. We want it tall today. We want our papers nice and tall so we've got room to draw our penguin. Okay, so you got your pencil. Now, here's how we're going to do this. We are going to start up here at the top, and we're going to start with his head. Now, when we look at his head, it's just an upside down U. Letter U like umbrella. Upside down U. So I'm going to start here in the middle, and I'm going to come up, curve over, and back down. Upside down U. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here where I left off, and I'm going to draw a straight vertical line down. And it's going to make this look like a candy cane. Watch. I'm going to keep that line going down. And see how it looks like a candy cane? Or maybe an upside down letter J. Draw it down so we've got what looks like a candy cane. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to start on this side, and we're going to draw a little rainbow line, just a little rainbow line, in towards that long stick of our candy cane. So a rainbow line in, just a little rainbow. And then we're going to come straight down, but we're going to stop a little bit above this line. So don't come all the way down. Stop a little bit above. And then we're going to do a smiley face to connect these two lines. Okay, so I started with an upside down U, and then I kept this side going down so it looks like a candy cane. I added a little rainbow line, another straight line down, and then a smiley face to connect the two lines. Okay, now we're going to give our penguin his belly. So we are going to draw a big smiley face right here from this corner all the way, not all the way to the back of his wing here, but about right there. So I'm going to leave my finger right about here so I know where to stop. And we'll draw a big smiley face right there to where my finger is. Okay, now he needs a little flipper. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a letter U on its side here for his flipper. So I'm going to come down and then curve back up. Letter U. See the letter U right there? And that's going to be his flipper. Okay. Next thing he needs is an eye. So I'm going to draw a circle up here towards the top. And then I'm going to draw a smaller circle down here in the corner. So I've got a big circle and a little circle. And now he's got an eye. Now he needs a beak. So what I'm going to do is right here by his eye, over here on the edge of his face, I'm going to draw a line. Okay, now watch how I draw this line. I'm going to curve it up and then back down. So watch, I'm going to curve up and then back down. So it kind of starts out like a smiley face and then turns into a rainbow line. Kind of like a smiley face and then turns into a rainbow line. Okay, now right in the middle, I'm going to draw another rainbow line right in the middle. And that's going to make the top and the bottom of his beak. Okay, we're almost done. He needs some feet. Okay, so I'm going to start down here under his belly, and I'm going to draw a little vertical line. And then I'm going to draw a horizontal line. And then from the end of my horizontal line, I'm going to draw a rainbow line back up to his body. That's going to give him a little foot. Okay, then I'm going to come up on his belly a little bit, and I'm going to draw a diagonal line, just a little diagonal line that's pointing down towards the corner. Then I'm going to draw a diagonal line that's pointing over here to the right. Kind of looks like a backwards L. Looks like a backwards L. And then I'm going to draw that rainbow line from the top of my backwards L back to his body. And that gives him his feet. Okay, so the next thing we need to do, we're finished with our penguin. Now we need to draw our background. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to draw a piece of ice for our penguin to be floating on, because we know that penguins live where it's very, very cold, okay? Down in Antarctica, where it's very, very cold. So I'm going to start up here on his wing, and I'm going to draw a circle underneath him and come back up to his belly. Okay, so I'm going to start here, and I'm going to curve down and draw a circle and then bring it back up to his belly. Okay. Okay. Does it have to be perfect? Nope, it does not have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, now on either side of my circle, I'm going to make two little vertical lines. Two little vertical lines. And then I'm going to draw a curved line underneath, and that's going to make my piece of ice kind of look a little 3D. It's going to make my ice look a little 3D. And we're almost done. Just got a few details to add. So what we're going to do now is our ice has to have somewhere to float. It's going to be floating in the water. So we're going to be making our water lines like we did in our Color Wheel Turtle, and like we also did with our cool colored seascape. We make those wave lines. So I'm going to start up here, and I'm just going to draw 1, 2, 3 smiley faces. 3 smiley faces. You can draw a little bit more or a little bit less depending on how big your penguin is. And then I'm going to come over and starting from his belly, I'm going to draw some more. 1, 2, 3 more smiley faces. So just add some waves. Add some waves. And then I'm just going to add a couple more on either side. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, last thing we need to do is we need to put a sun in our picture. So I'm going to draw a circle. And then I'm going to add some lines coming off of it for the rays of the sun. And then I am finished drawing my penguin. So I can put my pencil up. And now I'm ready to start coloring. So finish drawing. And once you're finished drawing, we will start coloring. So take a few more seconds to finish. And then we're going to get our crayons and markers out. And we are going to color our penguins together. Okay, so crayons and markers. We are going to start with yellow. So find your yellow marker. And the only thing we are going to do yellow is the sun. So we are going to trace around our circle. And then we're going to trace over the rays, those little diagonal lines, the rays of the sun. And then once I'm done, I snap that cap, put my marker up, and then I need my yellow crayon. And I'm just going to color in my sun. And that's the only thing that's yellow. So I can put my yellow crayon up and I'm ready for my next color. So finish coloring your sun. And then we're going to move on to our next color. Okay, next marker you're going to need is orange. Okay, the only things on our penguin that are orange is his beak and his feet. So I'm going to outline his beak. And then I'm going to outline his feet. When I'm done, I snap that cap. And then I need to find my orange crayon. So outline his beak, outline both of his feet, and then get your orange crayon. And we're going to color in his beak and his feet with our crayon. And when I'm finished, I can put my crayon up and I'm ready for my next color, which is going to be black. So finish his beak and his feet and then get your black marker. black marker, we are going to outline, we're going to start with his eye. So let's do the big circle. And then when you do your little circle, go ahead and color the little one in with your black marker, because it's little. So we're going to color that in with our black marker. And now we're going to do his body. So we are going to outline around his head, around his tail, all the way back up to his chest. We need to outline around his belly. And then we need to outline his flipper. And then I'm snapping that cap. So I did around his eye. I colored in the little circle of his eye. I went around his head, down his back, up his tail to his belly. Then I did around his belly and his fur. And then I need to find my black crayon. Black crayon. Okay, now I don't want to color really dark, but I'm going to color his entire head and his flipper. I'm going to leave his belly white. Okay, leave his belly white. Color lightly, color neatly, stay in the lines, and I'm going to fill up the whole space, no white spots. Okay, so finish coloring in his head and his body and his flipper. Leave his belly white. And then put your black crayon up, and we're almost finished. Okay, once you are finished with your penguin, it's time for our blue marker. So find your blue marker. Okay, so blue marker, we are going to start with our waves. So trace over those smiley face waves. Let's get all your waves. And then we're going to trace around the sheet of ice that he is floating on. Now we're not coloring in the ice. We're going to leave the ice white. We're just outlining it with blue so it'll stand out from the water. Do your waves and your piece of ice, and then that's all you need for your blue marker. So you can snap that cap and put your blue marker up and find your blue crayon. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to color in the water. Now, did I color the sky? Nope, I left my sky white in this picture because I'm going to color my water blue. Okay, so if you need to move your paper and tilt it so it's easier for you to color, you can do that. Because if you try to color with your paper straight up and down, it's going to hurt your hand. So I'm going to twist my paper around so I can color. And again, I color neatly, I color lightly, I stay in the lines, and I fill up the whole space. So I've got all this water to color. And again, the lighter you color, the faster you can color. Okay, so finish coloring your water, and once you are done, you can put your blue crayon up, and I'll come around and get your baggies. If you're not finished, take more minutes and get your penguins finished. We're not in a hurry. And I hope you guys had fun learning all those cool things about penguins, and I hope you had fun drawing your penguin picture. So until next time.